I'm Amber Rigsby with South Florida Insider, and I'm here with...
Lovely the band.
Lovely the band.
Well, first off, I just wanted to congratulate you guys with your success with your recent, debut EP, Everything I Could Never Say, and also with your hit single, Broken. I mean, you guys have been continuously climbing the charts with that, How do you guys feel about the gaining popularity with those songs just in the past year alone?
I mean, it's been a wild ride. We put Broken out just a year and a month ago about, and I don't know, it's wild watching the song react as it has and watching people connect with it. When you're making something in the studio and you put all this time into it, and then you all of a sudden become like 3 minutes of someone's life, you don't really know how far that 3 minutes is gonna go. And watching it, and it's 4 weeks now at #1.
Insane.
On Billboard, and I don't know, it's crazy. And getting responses and people coming to shows saying that to help them through this or help them through that, or it's awesome to know that because I'm pretty open and honest about things I deal with. I've got pretty bad depression and there's bad days, and I suffer with a hell of a case of anxiety. And hearing people that come to the shows and even hit us online being like, it's nice to hear that someone else feels the way I do. Because I don't think people talk about it enough.
Yeah.
I think in the state we live in, I think it's still taboo, and I think it's ridiculous that people have to hide the fact that or that people look down on the fact that someone's brain chemistry is the way that it is. No one's born with it. No one wakes up and it's like, oh, I want to feel like shit. I want to not get out of bed today. But yeah, I know it's pretty beautiful thing that you see people connect.
Like listening to your music, it's kind of upbeat, you want to move to it and stuff, but if you really listen to the lyrics, it's actually pretty deep, almost vulnerable in a sense, Do you guys mind touching a bit on, the creative process behind those lyrics,
Yeah, every song's kind of a different animal. Every song is, no song has been written with the sense of going into the song being like, oh, we're gonna write this kind of thing today. Mm-hmm. They just kind of come, and if the song doesn't want to come that day, then we leave the studio, and, but we kind of let the songs come when they come, because, you can't force it. Mm-hmm. You can't force creativity, you can't force your heart or mind to release things when it doesn't want to do it. Mm-hmm. And, so that's kind of the process. Just kind of get in the studio, jam on some stuff, I'll start singing some stuff, letting things get out. I never really know what a song's about until it's done. Mm-hmm. Just kind of let things kind of pour out of me, and I'm like, oh, that's what I needed to get out today.
Well, because you said that it does, personally relate to you. Do you guys feel that the same way, that you can really relate to the songs that you guys are, performing and singing?
Yeah, definitely.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, short answer, but I like... It's easy to sing these songs, live, or sing the backgrounds or whatever we have to do, because it's easier to connect to lyrics that mean something, and I feel like we have a platform about speaking out about things that go on in everyone's mind.
Great. Well, so for you guys, how crazy is it that Billboard actually did name you guys, one of 10 rock and alternative artists to watch for 2018, How insane do you think that is? Because, they are such a staple in the music industry.
Yeah, I know when I saw that, so I think it was a tweet, and I think I was the first one to see it, and I texted everyone, our manager, and I'm like, is this...
Are you sure it was you that's not Todd?
No, or yeah, my dad's very much up to date with the Lovely the Band tweets. Shout out to my dad. No, but I sent it to the group, and I'm just like, is this real? There's no way this is a real thing. It's just, every day, we touch on it. Every day it's just you see, we're just not used to it. Nothing seems real to us, and we're just so grateful and so excited to be doing it and part of it all.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I actually did read somewhere, I'm not sure if it's true, that you guys did meet or kind of form the band on a drunken night in West Hollywood. You mind kind of touching on that? How did you guys, come to be Lovely the Band?
Yeah, that I was out. I've been working on this kind of project for a handful, maybe about a year or so before meeting the guys. I was just coming out of something else, and I was going through some stuff and just kind of figuring out what to do next with my life, and where to go musically, and just figuring it out. And then and I met Jordan about, I guess, some year and a half ago, 2 years ago now, and Alan, right?
Yeah.
No. And I met him, and I was like, he showed up at my house one day. Some mutual friends of mine, and I was like, "Is this goofy little kid, tall guy, this tall man in my house?" But he's kidding. He was awesome. We ended up hanging out that night, and, having a good time. And I was like, "Oh, cool." And then we became friends. And fast forward to a little bit later, and the project in my mind was like becoming more of a reality than it was just kind of music in the studio. And we were out one night at this bar we go to a lot in West Hollywood. I was playing him some songs. It was after shit closed down, whatever. Just hanging out, playing him some songs. I was like, "Dude, you want to do this band with me, man? Like, I know you're like doing some stuff, but like, you should do this with me." And he's like, "Dude, yeah." Walk up.
That's how he talks.
He's from Malibu, so that's how he talks. So. He's like, "Dude, yeah, I got like some killer swell to catch in the morning, but
I only talk.
after that, though, I'm down to make some tunes." No, but yeah, and then shortly after that, Sam came into our lives, and him and I went on a nice little date for Chinese food. And I asked him if he wanted to be in a committed relationship in the band, and he said yes. So
Still waiting on the ring. It's fine.
Seems like it's working out well so far.
Yeah.
So I know you guys have been touring a lot lately. Late last year you guys were touring with the Rex, and you're just about to finish up touring with Vance Joy, which is actually really great.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel the experience with touring?
Touring's the best.
We all learn a lot about each other. Living in close quarters.
Well, I spent a lot of time together.
But no, I mean the shows have been unbelievable.
Yeah, we're very lucky. The Rex guys are really great. They took us on our first tour, so it was really cool. It was our first time, close quarters with each other, for a little while, and now, being out with Vance Joy, very fortunate to. He was willing to, take a new band out, and, take a chance on us, and we're grateful. And the shows have been amazing. He's such a sweet guy, and and then after this we go out with. I think we're rounding out the tour with Vance Joy right now, and after this we go to home for a little bit. We hit some festivals. It's festival season.
Yes.
Started kicking it off here at Sunfest, and then after that we hit Hangout Fest, and then I think we went home for a little bit, do some other festival stuff, and then we go out with Eagle Nation, and then festivals through the summer, and luckily to be a part of it all. Like festival season is a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I mean, I even saw you guys were going to be performing at Lollapalooza, which is insane. It's such a huge festival across the nation.
So excited.
Yeah, we're really excited for that. We're doing Life is Beautiful as well. Austin City Limits, Mopop, Bumbershoot in Seattle.
That's amazing. Now that you guys have all
Hot
these
100
events,
Festival as well. So.
now that you guys have all these events and tours going on and stuff like that, how do you guys kind of take times for yourself? You just sit back and relax.
We don't.
You don't?
I think no. It's the little time we have in our bunks.
Yeah.
When the blind closes,
Pull the drape.
and we get
out
those
night.
couple hours where you just get your own little
Close
time.
off.
Yeah, and sometimes you find your sense of normalcy here and there. You try to find it. Sometimes the group will be going to do some stuff, some of us will hang back, or one of us will hang back, or it's funny how homey little bunks can be. You shut your little curtain and it's like you put your headphones in your own little world for a little bit. I mean, it does, it's and you gotta really try hard to maintain that sense of normalcy, because it's touring is awesome, and from the outside it looks glamorous, and it is. It's incredible. We get to wake up and play music every day, but it's hard. It's lonely, because you really it's really grueling, and people talk a lot of crap on artists that cancel their tours and take time for themselves, and it's grueling, really. I mean, we haven't even scratched the surface of touring. When you get to levels of when Bieber canceled his tour, I was like, man, I can completely see where you were coming from, because it's you literally
Miss out on family things, miss friends.
You are from the outside looking in, it's just really glamorous life, and you get to see these new places, but you do, and it's awesome. Don't get me wrong. I'm not discrediting that. It's incredible. You get to play music every day, and that's your job. But you wake up and you feel like every day, you're slowly, your life goes on without you. your home life goes on without you. So and it's like, you know, you do your best to stay in touch with family and friends and everybody back home and try to maintain that sense of normalcy, so that when you do come back home, it's like, because then you have to reacclimate to like, oh wow, I'm used to getting up on stage every day and coming from this like crazy high of like connection with fans and like playing music to, I have to go grocery shopping today. Like, you know, so like keeping that sense of normalcy on tours, you know, working out in the morning, like finding food for the bus, like just little things, like watching your show, catching up on TV, you know, just little things.
You guys get to see your family a lot, you know, bring them out to shows sometimes?
Local, like, you know, the span of like, there's like a span of X amount of miles that
their families
get
willing
our
to
family
drive.
come out to. But luckily we all have, you know, we're supportive families, we're friends, so when we get to play locally, they definitely will come out and hang out. Yeah.
Now, moving on, so for those who weren't there earlier and didn't get to see you perform, you know, your new single that's coming out, what can you kind of give fans, you know, like, what can they expect when they do hear it come out on May 11th?
It's going to be the best song you've ever heard in your entire life. You're not going to want to stop playing it. No, I mean, it's another personal song. I mean, it's called These Are My Friends. It sounds like harder, but it touches, on, you know, some stuff that I deal with, again. It just touches on the bad parts about myself. You know, insecurities of not being good enough for somebody, or thinking you don't deserve to be loved, or, you know, this and that. But, you know, good and bad, good or bad, you know, these parts, you know, make me the person that I am. And, you know, these are my friends, you know, it's like, you know, at the end of the day, it's like, I'm the person I am, and I can't change that. So you embrace it, you make the best of it, and you realize that, you know, the bad parts and the good parts are good too. And, you know, you gotta make the best of the deck that you're handed, you know. And, but yeah, you know, and like, you know, the chorus it's a nod to our friends, you know. It's like, you know, the chorus, these are my friends, I love them. They don't care who you are, they don't care what you do. And, you know, that's, I think more people should be like that. Just love people for what they are, who they are.
Is there possibly an album in the works, maybe?
There's one done, but let's keep checking back for that one.
Checking back, okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much for having me today. I really do appreciate you guys bringing me out here. Guys, if you haven't heard Lovely the band, what are you doing? Please go. You're gonna go listen to their debut EP, Everything I Could Never Say, and also on May 11th, make sure to check out their new single, These Are My Friends.
See you guys soon.